All right, starting soon. Let's just test the mic. Okay, sounds all right on my end. Maybe a little low, just raising it a little bit. All right, that's better. Let's get this party started. Let's do this. Good, I've got quite a few. Yeah, I've got quite a few pull requests to catch up on today, so I'll start with that. And from what I remember in the descriptions, some of these are going to unblock things for features that I really care about, like lazy order-dependent operations. So let's see if we can get those in, see if these do help us with lazy order-dependent operations, and then we can look at improving those. So let's make a start. Let's go over to Narwhals. And let's take a look. First of all, more concise docstrings. Lots of love for this. Nice. Nice. It shaves off 1,000 characters. Yeah, let's give them a heart before even starting to review it. So definitely gonna have to take a look at that one. Then we've got a few typing ones. Nobody's objected to this scatter pull request, so I think we can go ahead with that one. This one is failing, and there's a help wanted. Okay, gonna have to take a look at that. Struct, that's really nice, just not as urgent as the others. Hey there. And then, yeah, nice unifying test failures. Definitely want to do that one. I think this one wasn't quite ready, so we might want to close it for now. And Polus type, data type, we definitely want that one. And lots of others are still in draft. Yeah, okay, let's start with these. So first, wait. Cool. So first of all, native series protocol. So just to give a bit of context about this, we really want Narwhals to be easy to extend. Now the sound is very meta-like with an echo or something. Oh dear. Yeah, I see what you mean. And I don't know what to do about that. Let's just try removing a few of the filters. Let's see if this changes anything. Okay, so now it's very disturbed. So let's try just turning on noise suppression. Maybe we don't need the others. In the meantime, we can take a look at what Dan's done here. Nice. Okay, I think this sounds good. Like, I can hear it with a delay, but to me this sounds good. Do you agree? Anyway, in terms of what Dan's done, to give a bit more context, what we're trying to do is to make it easier to extend Narwhals. And the way we can do that is by exposing protocols that people can then type check their implementations against to check how complete they are. So let's take a look at what Dan's added. So here in typing, instead of defining the _len method, we just inherit from iterable, and that forces us to implement filter as well as a bunch of other methods which are listed here, like iter. Cool, that seems like a good idea, although filter, is this right? Let's take a look. Let's see if we're able to get the code out properly. It's always what I struggle with. Okay, so there's still some metal noise. Not sure what to do about that. Okay. Get the code back up. And should be in the window. I was just experimenting here with mutation testing, but that wasn't really working for me, so let's get rid of it. Now, if we go to filter in series.py, what does this one look like? Don't worry about the metal. Okay, sure, thanks. So here, why do we have args and quarks? There's just other. Well, other should really be mask. Predicate. It should be predicate. By and bugs. Shouldn't this just be other? Or actually predicate if we align with polars. Then what do we have here? From native, strict native series. Oh, cool. Yeah, so then MyPy would detect all of these as illegal, so people would be able to get these errors even before going into MyPy. Sorry, yeah, even before running the tests. That's nice. Cool. Thanks. Maybe we can just fix it up for him quickly and then merge. Yeah, that's probably easier. It's just so minor. It's not worth going through a review. So let's quickly do that. So fetch upstream, and the branch is native series and arrow. Then let's take all of the filters. So here we're just gonna have. Oh wait, what's this? Let's remove this folder. Let's rename this to predicate, which we need to type properly actually. Maybe we want to think about doing that now. Then here, let's rename this other to predicate while we're here. Similarly in pandas. The nice thing about doing series things is that series is eager only, and so it doesn't appear in many places. So here we can just have predicate and any. I mean, this should just be self, right? Don't know why we're returning. Well, let's see. As always, thanks. Okay then, yeah, let's take a look and if this type checks, I think we can just use this. While we're here, we should probably think about what's the proper way of typing predicate. How are we typing xPredicate? Oh right, there are some issues. Maybe that's why Dan had just typed it as args and quargs. Oh wait, is he typing the native series? Why do we have filter? Do they all have filter? PyArrow. Oh, I see. I see what's going on. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. This is the native series, not the Narwhals.series. Sure. Wait, does pandas have a filter method? This series, I didn't think it did. What does this do? Labels of the index. Oh, it just keeps. What does this do? Like, I periodically find out about new pandas methods. Hi everyone, hi Stadios, good to have you here. So what does series.filter do? Has anyone come across this? Keep labels which are in items. Oh, okay. I never knew about this. Okay, so pandas does have filter, but it's completely different to Powerless.filter. Completely different. Why does this even exist? Why can't I just use .lock? How strange. Anyway, I'd say let's ship it. Today I learned that pandas.series has a filter method. Let's ship it. Thanks, Stone. Yeah, internal. Let's do it. Is this... Well, I think it's okay for now. What do we have here? Simplify pandas.scatter. Oh wait, this is the one that I did. Yeah, so in this case, yeah, I just noticed that we've already got a .copy here, so we don't need this copy. Here we're just setting the index. And then, yeah, we've already done a deep copy here, so this isn't necessary anymore. Okay, nobody's objected. Let's ship it. Then here Dan said, what did he say? if I merge this ahead of this big one, which I really want to do, we'll get more useful typing. Okay, and there's some discussion between him and Eduardo. Oh my gosh, when you need to press the load more button, you know things are getting bad. So what's the failing test? So this seems very odd. It's the PR is marked true, but it's evidently changing the logic if there's some test that's failing. Oh well, let's take a look at what's going on. Well, they've added an extra test, so I guess that's why something is failing. Right, this is going to require a bit more attention. Let's park it for a second and see if there's anything easier we can get in relatively quickly. Nice. So here Marvin is adding support for the time type. Okay, looks like there's some downstream PRs, which ideally would need merging before we can go ahead here. Maybe let's wait for them to be shipped then. Then, shorter doc strings. We've got Stelios here on the call. Let's take a look at these. These is a lot to look through. If it's a lot, then this might not be the most interesting thing to stream. Why are we removing white space here? I'm somewhat confused. Let's just try to run this example. Yeah, this is how it looks. Yeah, let's just ask a question. Why are we changing the white space and then using Aurora lines? Yeah, same comment for the others. Cool, yeah, we'll get back to that later. Okay, I think this might mean we need to focus on the string to data discussion. So let's take a look. So first, to make sense of the discussion, naive format. So yeah, this is just the detective format. String is naive. Is this joint format? Today I learned. Is this joint? Does that mean that none of them are in the string? I'd never come across this. So if I have like 1, 2, that is disjoint, 3, 4, true, but if I stick a 0 in there, false. And I can do this with strings as well, I guess. A, B, C is disjoint Cool. Okay, today I learned. Format should always be a non-null string, right? Well, I think format is fine, because that's just how it's used in the rest of the code base. I think the current set needs changing to these. I'm relying on format splitting into a sequence of characters. We don't have coverage for any backend with a time zone aware format for string.toDateTime. Interesting. Right, okay, let's take a look. So here we've got a time zone aware format where %z passes the offset from UTC. So this can be like +1, +2. Like in the UK, it's +0 half the year and then +1 the other half of the year. And right, yeah, it looks exactly like this, where you've got some time and then it just specifies the offset from UTC. So you don't know in which time zone it is. This doesn't tell you about whether the time zone you're in observes daylight savings time. It just tells you this particular moment in time. You need to interpret it as being 2 hours offset from UTC. So let's take a look. So, right, expected pandas and expected polars duckdb. Sure, because polars and duckdb will convert this to UTC and pandas will set +2 as the time zone. That's dirty. Well, whether it's dirty or not is debatable, but we shouldn't be splitting this. This is doing too much. I'm gonna request to park this. This is, yeah, so, right, a couple of things. So thanks for this. I think this PR is doing too much. Please either address typing or fix string.toDateTime. The former should be fine. Some comments for the latter. Can we keep format even if it overrides the built-in? Then we should probably make sure that we consistently pass into UTC. So there should be a single expected for test to datetime TZ aware. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, I can take care of the time zone handling separately, but it does need splitting out. Yeah, it's fairly high priority to get this time zone handling consistent. Maybe let's start with that. Although I kind of want to get the order dependence ready. Let's spend a bit of time on that one. So let's go over to the is order dependent. See if we can mark this as ready for review and get it in. So start order dependence. Let's also maybe change the format, the predicate name. Let's do that quickly. So series filter predicate. So filter, let's change this to why didn't this get renamed? Don't know. Okay, we're doing that here. Let's do that here. And here. Let's let this is fix. Align filter around the name. This is rather slow. Gosh, it takes forever. Should we remove my pi and only use pi right? Maybe. Yeah, this is just borderline unusable. Yeah, just technically breaking, but I don't think it should affect anyone. If the downstream tests pass, we can silently get this through. Whereas for export of pi filter, we've already got predicates there, that's good. And in the data frame case, predicates and constraints, yeah, it was just the series that was the odd one out. Let's make a new breaking tab. Oh, this actually fails tests, really. Filter got an unexpected argument, I think. Really. Let's have a filter test. Oh, it's X-prime series. So here in Arrow, yeah, here we're reusing the expression one, so we just need to make sure that the name is aligned here as well. And similarly in pandas. Okay, let's get this in, and then we can go back to the order dependence. I think there were some comments about... Yeah, there were some comments about something. Some type alias, maybe we should do that. So it's fetch upstream, merge upstream main. And we've got conflicts, right? Nothing too bad, I hope. Okay, yeah, all good. No Pomodoro today. Yeah, I should be taking a break. You're right, thanks. Yeah, I'm being less strict than I should be with taking breaks. Okay, let's do the Pomodoro now. Let's take a little break and then get back to it. Okay, then let's get back to it. Let's do this. Really doing it, folks. Where are we? Yeah, let's mark this one as ready for review and see if anyone says anything. Nice music, oh, thanks. So just trying to practice a new Irish song. This one's called St. Anne's Reel. Yeah, okay. Nice, let's go back to... Oh, why did I push already? There were probably still some other things I needed to do. Anyway, let's take a look. So then that's just a type alias somewhere. Okay, we can make a type alias which checks that we've got exactly these parameters. Yeah, that seems reasonable. So let's take a look at that. The function. Do we have like a Spark typing, something like that? Got Spark utils. Guess we should use that. We've got a few typing. Yeah, there's an arrow typing, so arguably it's okay for there to be a Spark like typing.py. Let's go in there and let's see if we can make this. So from typing, import sequence and callable, and then type checking. Type checking from PySpark. Let's just import from PySpark. Let's SQL import column. There we go. And then we're going to make window function. And this is going to be a type alias. It's going to be a callable. Can we do this though? Like, how can you make a callable that has exactly these names? Can you do that? So Python typing callable with named arguments. I think this is what Dan was suggesting, but I didn't know we could do it. Oh, something like this. Maybe this is what we want. This typing stuff is getting complicated. Let's copy and paste these in here. Oops. go little command line trick. If you do exclamation mark $, that just reuses the latest thing you wrote. So in this case, this file. Right. Yeah, okay, so we've made this. Does it return a float? It returns. What does it return? This is. So here are the arguments, and it returns a column. Yeah, that's it. So then when we get here to type checking, we can just import that, right? So spark-like.typing import window function. So self.window function or none equals none. Nice. Okay, yeah, I like the look of this. And then there was somewhere else we should have used this. With window function, yeah. Yeah, here it is with window function. And here we need to specifically pass a window function. So then if we go into sum, yeah, here it is, nice. Except order by, this is not quite right because partition by, yeah, this isn't, okay, this doesn't look exactly right because partition by could be none, I think. Wait, how is this even passing the tests? So if, let's check. So if partition by is none, let's put a breakpoint. Then let's run our test with SQL frame. Ooh. So by is that. So here we say if there's a window function, then assert order by is not none. But why do we know that partition by is definitely a sequence of strings? Is this something that we set at the Narwhals level? I can't remember. Yeah, so at least one of partition by and order by must be passed. Let's take a look. Oh, partition by could just be an okay, right, it's not that it's none, it's that it could just be an empty sequence. That's, yeah, okay, this is fine. It could be an empty sequence. There's no issue with that. It could just be an empty sequence. Absolutely fine. And order by this one isn't positional, but this one surely. Right, so in the PySpark level, it's impossible to have this kind of window function without order by. Like we impose that you have to specify order by. So I think it's okay for this one to just be a sequence of string. Yeah, I think this is okay. Cool. Let's check that this still passes the PyWrite. And then let's see what other comments we had. Yeah, let's give some enthusiastic thumbs up here and push to address that. I feel like I've explained that. Okay, I think I've addressed the comments. So now from what? Are we missing some dependency? Let's check. This, oh, from Modin. Yeah, it's still reporting that. Is it? Oh, I think it's because we don't have Modin installed in CI when we run this one. Right, so if we run it like this, it shouldn't complain. Can we just turn off Modin? I think so. So, I write turn off all imports from given module. Probably does something. Maybe this isn't the right one. Do we have to ask an LLM? Maybe. So in my Python project, I want to turn off all PyWrite checks or anything imported from Modin. How to do that? Where is... Oh, we could just type ignore this. Okay, cool. This is specific. Let's just not care. Just uninstall Modin, don't bother. Then let's go to the over definition in pandas like. Let's see if there's anything we can improve here. Because here it's really borderline too complicated that I can't understand it. So let's make sure that it all makes sense. So the different cases we need to consider are, so where partition by is not specified, it's not a comment straight away indicating what exactly this is. So for example, this could be col a dot cumulative sum dot order by. We can always easily separate this as it doesn't require grouping. It does require a rogue comment here, that we use this scatter in place argument, but that's okay. Then, in all other cases, we can only support them if self is an elementary expression. So if that's not the case, we raise an error and we tell people to look at this improved group by operation in the README. Okay, all good. Else, well, we can probably, no, never mind. Can't reduce the dedent because, yeah, we've got the return at the end. Okay, so let's take a look here. Can this be simpler? Dan had suggested a simpler way of doing this. I wasn't sure if I really found it much simpler. But let's take another look. Change dict.get and walrus. Is this better? Yeah, this is probably better. So thanks, Dan. Why does this happen if I'm copying and pasting from GitHub? It just introduces an extra white space between all lines. Why is it two extras, in fact? Okay, yeah, nice window function name. Well, it's not necessarily a window function, though, because it could also be an aggregation, yeah. Right. Can we just pass here? Why is this any as well? This should be string, surely. Okay, I'm getting a bit lost in it myself. How did we do it before? Yeah, we're just trying to get pandas function name out. But then, oh yeah, we use it here. That's what we pass to transform. And then this can be taken out of the function definition, sure. Whereas this one can't. Yeah, okay, we can take this one out. Let's just have a blank space here as it's the next logical thing that we're doing. Then if order by, then we need to yeah, do a temporary sort and get the sorting indices. Else if, oh yeah, and reverse goes in here. Else if we've just got reverse, but we don't have order by, so it's physical ordering, but we know that it's reversed. We just need to put the data frame in the opposite direction. Then can take the native frame, which is only used there, so we probably don't need this assignment. We find our native result, output names. It's just a sequence, okay. Sure. And we're using rename. Res native is a data frame, right? Yeah. Rename here is our utility function, which renames a data frame. Do we have data frame.rename? I wonder if that would be any clearer. Yeah, we've got rename. Yeah, we can just use that. Right. Rename, and then we just put this here. This should be a little bit simpler. Okay, type check's fine. It's a good sign. Then if we order by, we need to do the scatter in place and return. If we reverse, we need to re-reverse the result. And otherwise we just return. The results is already a list, so remove that. Nice, okay. So simplify pandas implementation a bit. So my hope is that now I can merge this relatively soon. And then I think this can be a nice contribution if anyone's interested to contribute other order-dependent functions. For example, rolling mean. That would be a really good one to do. So, okay, nice. Now I'll take a look at over in the PyArrow case. In terms of how to implement rolling mean, the way to do this is to look here at how we've done cumulative sum. or Spark-like. And this surely is going to be reusable. This is the only part that's really going to be different. Let's keep it like this for now. We can generalize later. And yeah, so the trick for rolling mean will be that this one should be a bit different, in that instead of having range between unbounded preceding and 0, we should use like -2 and 0, depending on how wide the window is. So here you would specify how wide the window needs to be. The rest should be mostly the same. The only other adjustment we'll need to make will be for the min periods argument. And do we have much else? I hope we don't have much else. Oh dear, we've got extra parameters, don't we? Ah, we've got center. Center just determines the labels. That one maybe shouldn't be impossibly hard. Anyway, I'm going to take a little break, and then we can do the... What can we do? Yeah, we can take a look at Arrow, and then maybe we can get this in. And yeah, hopefully people can help us get order dependence for SQL frame and other exciting stuff. Right, let's get back to it. Sorry for the delay. Let's do this. So let's go now to the arrow over. Let's see if this one needs simplifying somewhat. So in arrow we're saying if we've got a partition by, then it has to be scalar like, yeah, because arrow's group by is PyArrow doesn't seem to have a way of letting us to do an operation that's not an aggregate per group. Super annoying, that's just the way it is. However, if there's no partition by, then this is something we can easily support. Let's have the same comment from the pandas case. Then, assert order by is not none. We need to sort. Unfortunately, we need to do two sorts for arrow. And there doesn't seem to be a way around that, unfortunately. And yeah, this is fine. Then, in the case where there is a partition by, then let's see if we can do the same trick we did in the pandas case. Is there anything we can take out of here? No, not really. Okay. In the other case, yeah, not much to say. We're going to have to do a join. There's no like partition by or anything. Sorry, there's no group by transform. Okay, simple enough. Let's take a look at dusk. So we're going to import the aggregations to pandas equivalent from dusk. If it's not elementary, then we're raising. We've got this in a different order here than it was in the... This is odd. I feel like something's wrong here. Because... yeah, we should be able to do this in the non-elementary case as well. Let's see if we can add a test for this. So over test. So we're looking for where we've got order by specified, but not partition by. Let's see. Do we not have any of those here? Oh, wait. It's not... yeah, it's not supported in Dask due to a bug in Dask, but that's a limitation in Dask. Anyway, let's put this in the same order as we had in the pandas case, which was first to do the not is partition by. Then we're going to say else if it's not an elementary. No, this should be okay. I feel like this should be okay. Let's try to add a test. So, test over without partition by. Structure none. Well, let's see what happens. So from native constructor a11 I 0 1 2. Like usual 0 to 1. Then we're going to do result is going to be df with columns. Call a. Let's take the absolute value as well. Let's take a cumulative sum, put over. For now we've got underscore order by until it's public. By. And then let's sort by I to ensure we've got stable orderings across libraries. And then expect, so how do I first expected? Expected A is gonna be, let's call this B. So A should stay the same. 1 minus 1, 2. B is going to be, so we're going to start at the second one, -1, and that one's going to be 1. Then we add 1, so we've got 2, and then we add 2, so we've got 4. And then I is going to be 0, 2, 1. And then assert equal data result and expected. And I already know that we can't do this for DuckDB because we don't have over at all in DuckDB. So let's exfile that. Honestly, I would give almost, I don't know what it gives, but I would be dying for having window expression in DuckDB. It would just be amazing. So if DuckDB in string constructor, then let's add request here as well. Extra request dot apply marker pytest.mark dot exfile. I think the rest of them should pass. Let's take a look. I think at the moment it might fail for Dask. Oh. Okay, fine. The order of the columns is slightly different, so I'm just going to reorder them rather than rewrite my expected. This also means we can test select ordering. Okay, so pandas isn't quite right, probably because I've made a mistake. Let's just do it with pandas, just to check what the result is meant to be. So it's telling us that we should, oh, because I've sorted by I now. Yeah, sure. So this is going to be 0, 1, 2, and then B 1, 3, 4. Oh, right, yeah, 1, 3, 4, yeah, correct. No, 1, 2 minus 1, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2. Let's try to, oops, let's try to do this for all of the constructors. Yeah, this passes. All CPU constructors, let's go. And wait, whoa, so this passes? How does this pass for Dask? Ah, right, yeah, because now we've gone here. This is why we needed to make this change. Okay, cool. All good. Happy about that. So if there's no partition by, then we can always support this. If there is a partition by, then only elementary expressions are supported for over in Dask, because pandas group by API doesn't support anything non-elementary, and Dask inherits its API from pandas, so same limitation. Right, so then here we can do the same kind of thing we had for pandas. Here it's just a simple try except, so I think it's okay to just do this. Yeah. Easy. Yeah, easy does it. Yeah, looks good. Nice. So, make sure that non-entry expressions are supported if partition by is not specified. Okay, I think we can push this, and I'd say let's ship it. And once this is a bit more broadly supported, we can advertise it. Well, we can document it, let's put it this way. Cool. Let's ship it. Let's think down. Thanks, that's much better. If this is green, I'd like to mark this as ready for review and see what people think. This was a huge amount of effort, but very rewarding. And I think it unlocks a lot. So, yeah, correct comment from down here. This should just be series.filter. It's done. Okay, let's ship this, and then let's take a look at time zones. Another very important topic. Okay, nice. So here, Dan's reverted a lot of things. So now, let's take a look. This should be a lot simpler. I think we can just ship it. Yep. This is still changing logic, though. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure about this. I'll have to think about it. Let's see if there's any comments. Okay, let's take a look. We should be able to get this in. Let's just double check that this cumulative sum 1. What's red? Everything. Great. What have I done? Okay, we can skip this for old versions of pandas. So let's say if pandas constructor and pandas version is less than 1.10, pandas.skip. Skip for all pandas. Yeah. Cool. Hopefully this is going to pass this time. FNCI. Where would we be without CI? So many bugs. So many bugs with CI, but there would be so much more without it. So, okay, so this part looks innocent enough. I think we can... Why... I don't understand this. Why are we not... Why do we have to remove... Why remove... Oh, because is it explained here? Like how? There's no way this is gonna work. Oh dear. Oh, CI failures. Oh, did I not? I didn't commit a file. Lol. What is this pandas like scalar? I'm never gonna need that. Extra window, yeah. That. And now let's script guy. Yeah. Include missing file. Alright. Gosh, my audio sounds awful. What do we do about this? Why does it sound this bad? Okay, sorry. Got the microphone in again. Let's see if it sounds alright now. No, not really. Sounds just as bad. I don't know. How about here? Let's add a noise gate. Any different? Sounds fine. I don't know. Appreciate it. Not much difference, but that's okay. Yeah, true that. Oh well, this is just how it's going to be, I guess. So, okay, so let's go back to the code. So, okay, hopefully this one's going to turn green. Let's go to the Spark extra typing. Let's take a look at one of the places where this .f is actually used. Let's run right on it. Oh, wow. This is amazing. Whereas if we, I mean, what happens if we just put functions? Unknown, yeah. What if we do a type function? I mean, I'm sure that, yeah. Well, let's check. Because like this, we got an IP error there and there. But do we need to care? Like, yeah, like everything is still accessible. Like, what can't we do? So trying this locally seems to work fine. It still requires a type ignore internally. So does the approach in this PR anyway. I don't like how we're changing. Yeah, we're changing the logic here. Why are we changing the logic? I'll get back to this later. Let's try to sort this out first. So, passing times zone aware. Okay, this one looks like it's going to be green. Let's mark it as ready for review. Hopefully that wasn't premature. And let's go to date time test. Date time TC aware. So what we're going to do is native constructor A, here we're going to have things going to be 1, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, point, let's not have seconds, let's just have plus 0, 1, 0, 0. And then we're going to do result is going to be with columns B equals A, that's string.to date time, Y, M, D, H, M, S, Z. And expected is, well, first the expected schema. So assert that the collected schema should be a string And then B should be the time unit might vary. So search result schema A equals string. Insert this instance. B date time. And then we should have that the time zone equals UTC. And then we can also compare the expected data, which, so A should stay the same. Then B, we have got data imported. 21.1, 1.3, and then this should actually be 2, and then tz_info is going to be time zone.utc. I'm sure this is going to fail, but let's take a look, and I'm going to ignore the timer. Ignore the timer. It's too much in the zone. So do you see it there? No, they all fail. Let's start with pandas here. At least this one I think we should be able to get right. Ah, right. So, did I go in the opposite direction? So 1, 1, 1, and then 1, 2, 3. This should be 0, 2. Okay, nice. Eager passes, I think for lazy it's not inferring the schema correctly. None. Should we care? Maybe not for now. This doesn't seem right though. I feel like we should report this to coders. So, okay, so coders lazy in structure. Report to coders, else this one. Okay, so coders, fine. Let's try PyArrow. PyArrow passes, cool. No way. Now pandas doesn't, and that's because pandas keeps the time zone from the first element. So let's take a look at what we're doing, what's going on in pandas. So that's going to be here in series string. Pandas like that. So result is this one, and then we're going to say if result actually. So if result dot be type dot time zone is not none, so if the result time zone is not none, and result time zone is different from C, then we're going to say result convert time zone to see the result. Nice, now it passes, cool. Let's take a look then. Okay, now it passes for everything. Cool. Well, does it? Now comes the hard part. Constructors equals, what about DB? Yeah, it's unknown. Ah, interesting. Okay. There's, yeah, it's probably coming to this line with something else. Times down with time zone. And what we do in the, yeah, what we do in the Spark case is we just set UTC, which I don't know if is totally correct, but we do have a separate issue about looking into that. Maybe I'll just add a comment in line. Are we totally sure? So is UTC correct, or should we be getting the connection time zone? It's at the same point. Let's make sure there's an issue about this as well. Oh, more testing. So. Check whether we should get the connection time zone for DB or Spark. So currently, Spark, we can remap daytime time zone is QTC. Is this right? In DB, we can get the time zone of the connection. Is there anything similar for PySpark? Would we be using that? Yeah, a bit of a tough one. It's not a link to the issue. I don't really want to block this issue based on that, but we do need to address it. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's go back to the test. What happens? Oh, now it passes. What? And SQL frame. Expected Z. See why that is. Spark like. So see percentage. Oh, is this correct? Okay, might have to visit zone offset X. Should this be X? No, what would it be? So, offset X. Yeah, this looks like what we've got now. This could just be a bug in SQL frame, to be honest. So, before we look on it, let's just try to run it with PySpark. Which takes forever. Yes, it passes. Okay, and if we went back to the previous one and said, does that one still pass? Yeah, this passes. Cool. So it's just a bug in SQL frame. Okay, I think we can report that to SQL frame. Then we need to have the request here. I tested fixture request. Request to deploy marker, mark.x fail. Bug in SQL frame. Yeah, we'll try to report something to them now. So if we, yeah, let's try to do this. Right, so, okay, nice. So we've got all of the imports ready. We've got so DB session, duck DB session. Let's make a pandas data frame. So df is pd.data frame a 2021 1 203 plus 0100. Then we're gonna say df is gonna be duck.db session dot create data frame df dot with column b, and this is gonna have f dot call a. And let's check what format we're specifying. What's the PySpark format we're passing in? This one here. And the function is, this is not naive, so the function is 2 times staff. And that one, and then we need to say format is this. take a look at what happens. Yeah, it says it does not match. But if we did this using PySpark, so Spark session get, what's the get or create? Where did it get? What's this get or create? Spark session. But I think in SQL Frame they had a simple way to do this. Spark session.builder.getOrCreate. And then here, instead of F, we're going to do SF. And let's put the passing one, the hopefully passing one first. Spark context. Delete. Spark session. Okay, we don't need to instantiate Spark session. Ooh, it just gives us null. Oh, there's a. How odd. Oh, but we replace. Oh, we replace T with an empty space. Okay. Your thing. Let's do that. Nice. So now the Spark one works correctly, but it doesn't for DuckDB. Okay, yeah, we can report this to them. Let's just check we've got the latest versions installed. Which, to be fair, I didn't. Let's see if by any chance they've fixed this already. No. Oh, yet another bug found by Modin. So, to timestamp files with C or DB. This outputs. Yeah. So it passes it correctly for PySpark, but not SQL Frame, DB engine. Let's add a bit of Narwhals advertising. Why not? Yeah. Cool. So getting back to our PR, we can just link this issue. align parsing of time zone aware datetime strings. Breakpoint found. Oh wait, we can do better than this. We can do better. Because pandas has a UTC. Yeah, we shouldn't need to do this. I think we don't need to do this. What do we? Well, what we can do is try to detect if the format is time zone naive. And if it is, sorry, if it's, I can try to do something similar. If format is not time zone naive, right? Maybe. I think we're done for now anyway. Yeah. We'll update this soon. Cool. Thanks for joining. Hope you have a nice rest of your day. And yeah, all the best. Community call next week. Fair learn. Making lots of progress with Narwhals. Exciting stuff. Cool. All the best.